Welcome to Chapter 2 of Paper Mario, and we're in Mount Rugged, and we're gonna shake that bush to find ourselves an egg that only gives us 5 HP. It's not much, but if we bring that back to Trace T, she'll probably cook us a fried egg, which I'm not gonna do because I don't want to backtrack all the way back there just to get an egg, a better egg or something. So, we're just gonna explore Mount Rugged. Like, there's a block over there that we cannot break for some odd reason. That'll probably be fixed later on though. Even though I got 2 FP, I need to get healed up because something unexpected may happen, such as this happening right now. Yeah, I don't think we can trust a flying Koopa, but if we find some letters, we'll bring it back to him after this whole Star Spirit stuff is done. But first, a new enemy type. These guys over here. They are the Monty-Moles. The Monty-Moles. They have 3 health and they have 2 attack, but they only like throw a rock at you. And they only stay there. That's all they are. So, there's nothing really to note, but they just do a little bit more damage. Such as that, I did my defense and only did 1 damage, which is not much. So be careful if they attack you and you miss your action command to defend yourself, otherwise they're just pretty easy to do. Like, they're just like a little upgraded Goomba with just 1 extra health, and that's it. So, enemies get tougher later on. As you can see, there's one type of enemy in here that can be a little bit dangerous if we're not fully prepared, but that won't be able to worry, since we got other business elsewhere, like these guys, the Whack-A-Moles. They are very delicate creatures, and they're also so very cute. I mean, who would want to hit this guy, seriously? Who would? I would. What they drop are Whack-A-Mole bumps, or Whack-A-Bumps. And as you can see from that, like about 2 seconds ago, whatever, they give you 25 HP and FP, and that's a lot. Unfortunately, in this little hard run, that's only going to be for the FP, so we won't be using him much, and I think we can get better deals from other items elsewhere. Because I do know if you bump him hard enough, or many times, I think it's like 10 or something, he'll disappear. So that kind of means we kill them. So whoever does that, they're complete monsters, including myself, but at least I admit it. And I tried to get that guy, but I'm like, nah. But there's an item up there that we can't seem to get, but there is an item we can get there with Cooper. Although what I'm trying to do is to get that Monty Mole with Bombette. It's very hard to do with Bombette to get the enemies, to be honest. You gotta get the timing right, and sometimes it's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this. But Bombette does have a lot of damage for the bomb attack that she can do. It's very a lot, and it can be very helpful. She can probably like one-hit kill enemies with that bomb attack outside of the battle screens. So we can get that little mail, that little letter from Cooper, and it's for Merlin Toad Town. So we're not gonna give him that mail. We got other business elsewhere, like oh yeah, I wanted to show off that. Oh hey, there's a thing up there that we can't get. That's why I wanted to show off. I recorded this like 2 hours ago or something. I still forget what I'm due. But here's another enemy type, and this guy, it's not so much. He's a Cliff, and he is pretty easy to take down. Only that he has 2 defense. He's pretty tough to beat. And it's got 2 attack. So, He's got 2 everything. He's got 2 attack, 2 HP, and 2 defense. And the only enemy partner that you should use is Bombette. And use her bomb attack because she can do 3 with that, which is a little bit overkill. Or fully upgrading that. Fully, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But hey, someone told us to go through the arrows to go to the Dry Desert and the bridge is out. It's always a broken bridge. It's always a broken bridge that always gets in our way. Not like a block or something. Now that's a good time thing that I got. I was pretty lucky. And you can see, that's a 1 to kill, so... I would just keep Bombette around, as she's like the most useful, partner around this time. She could do pretty much some good damage on the cliffs. And as far as I know, you can't do anything but charge up your hammer, which might be a little bit of a waste, I would say. Over here, we have to go back and probably think, well, there's gotta be some way to go around that bridge. Maybe over here. And I dropped down because there's a star piece there. I do know there are lots of star pieces we're missing, and that's because of one reason. And that reason for being something that I'm not saying right. So there's some more places, and there's a slide we can ride on. Whee! Bomp. I think that was some good timing. We don't want to deal with this guy, and there's some more places to explore. And there's another letter. We seem to have gotten 2 letters, but yet he said that he only missed 1 letter, which is very much. And there's a mushroom, which we'll try to get, and Bombette's quite spazzing out. And for this, I think I get rid of the egg, or the mushroom. I would have actually gone rid of the sleepy sheep, but hey, that's what I get. And of course, there's a Monty Mole with a cliff. Although I think on this one, I actually get level up. Yeah, no, it's the next one. I keep forgetting about this. And I use refresh because I'm like, oh, I'm down, but I don't want to use my items. I mean, I say that's pretty useful if you don't want to use any of your items, or if you want both health and FP. That's some pretty good useful stuff in there. So, going around to more exploration, there's a little secret area there, which many people would have missed out, but I got that and I got a damage dodge badge. That's actually going to be very useful. Unfortunately, we don't have enough. It only takes up 3 BP to use. But it's really useful. What it does is that if you... trying to think. If you use your extra command correctly while you have that badge on you, it'll raise your defense by 1. I think I do show it off later on. But it's pretty useful to have on. Like, if I actually used a defense while wearing that badge, any enemy cannot hit me at all. So, in this low hard run, it's going to be very useful. I keep saying like low hard when it could be low HP, because I'm thinking Zelda when I say stuff like that. I try to think that's an item, but no, it was a coin. I don't know why they decided to put the coin boxes around when they seem very useful to have 1 coin on each of them. And this one, yeah, I do believe I do get the level up on here, though I don't have like enough HP, so I used the honey syrup. I'm explaining things on what's going on. This is what happens when I'm like, okay, I do want to explain all of this. Well, this is the focus. Like I said, I think it only like gives you 5 of the bar, 5% of the bar leveled up. I think that's what it really does. But once you level up, everything goes up, even the star bar. I suppose it's really tipped in that we do need that 15 HP. We don't need it, but we do need more BP, since we really need that damage dodge badge as quick as possible, because that will help us a lot. Try to think to use that 1 little BP on something. Like, this is what happens when I get some badges. I'm like, I don't really have any good badges to use on. I should have like went to the trader for all the star pieces, and I got back some honey syrup for that battle. So not all is lost, my friends. I'll stop that. That's actually annoying. We got another letter. And essentially, we actually need all 3 letters to get to Peraki. Otherwise, well, he won't give us anything. And you actually have to give him the letters one by one. You can't, like, give all the letters to him. He just says, oh, hey, I actually lost more letters. Can you find them for me? And I would really hate to imagine the person on who would actually go through here and back. I actually thought that there was going to be more than one letter when I first played this game. So I was pretty lucky to not fall for this devious trick by Peraraki. Parakarry, I keep forgetting these guys' names. Parakarry has a new partner in this chapter. I do believe that every chapter we get through, we get a new partner. Other than chapter 1, where we get like 2 partners, which is weird. And now it's time to show off Parakarry. Let's see what he can do. He can do the skydive, which it's not much. He only does 2 damage, which I guess it can be useful. But any enemy that has spikes on them, he'll get hurt too. And as you can see, that was a defense dodge, so that was nice. And that's a sky dive, or shell shot actually, that did 5 health. Parakarry is pretty badass, and I think I'll be using him a lot in this chapter until I get a more powerful partner. And also this ability, he can let you fly over the tiny little gaps like these that are quite reachable to get items and other secrets. And we got the Quake Hammer badge. What can that do? Well, we can see later on, but what it basically does is that it attacks all enemies on the ground, and that's all it can do for the amount of 2 damage, or something similar like that. I think I do show it off in this one. I think I don't. I don't know, but Parakarry is pretty strong in this whole point, and I still am pretty defenseful because I still got that damage dodge badge. I keep forgetting what the name is. This is what happens when I record commentaries after like midnight, and I really do want to get some sleep. But hey, these need to be done, I suppose. So there was that little flower thing up there, and as much as I don't want to talk to these guys again, we want to. We keep getting more seeds from these guys, and I don't think they're going to be much use to us. And of course I'm showing off that I got that star piece because I don't want no star piece left behind. That we have 6, so it's not much still. And for this little part, I show off what the Quake Hammer does. And like I said, it attacks all enemies on the ground, but it takes a little bit longer to charge up. And so they can take down the cliffs, which I guess it can be useful if you don't want to use Parakarry all the time. But he's still pretty good. Parakarry's like, so far, the best partner we have in terms of power. And more power means less dying. More killing enemies means more chance to survive. There's that guy up there. We won't be seeing him. Oh. No, it's too much. I don't want to fight this boss. I don't want to fight this boss. You can actually skip this boss by choosing Luigi. If you choose Princess Peach, then he'll say, "Oh no, Bowser already has Princess Peach. You can't be her. You're Mario." Unfortunately, I guess this guy's colorblind, so he can't tell between green and red. So, we're free! We don't have to fight a boss. Yay for me being a pussy. But I do believe that's the end of this part, so I'll see you next time where we actually get to the Dry Ruins and see what else we can do with our new partner and such. So until next time, folks, I'm Olsarx, and we'll return. Fuck it, we're fighting this guy. I don't know why I actually wanted to do this battle with Buzzard. I think that's his name, Buzzard, or Bazaar. Bazaar has 40 health, 3 attack, and he's got some weird actual commits for his attacks. He has no defense, but he's a flying enemy, so you can't really use your hammer, unless if you have the hammer throw, which I wouldn't really recommend using on this guy. Jumping and using Parakarry's Shell Shot is pretty much useful in this case. Power Bounce is pretty useful since you can go over 5 attack or 4 attack for your jump attack, and you can go up to like 7, which is pretty useful. But otherwise, this guy is not so bad, but he really caught me way off guard when I fought him. Like, I chose Princess Peach as a joke. Like, I thought, oh, I can actually like choose this and I can choose Princess Peach and that can be all good. But then I fought this guy and he pretty much wrecked me up because I didn't know that he was gonna be this tough. And with these bosses, you're gonna see me use a lot of items, mostly healing items, because I know a lot of enemies or bosses like these are gonna deal me a great amount of damage, even with 10 HP. There's also this thing, where we can get off of his talons if we mash the A button, which, if I was doing this on the keyboard, that would have been horrifying for me to do, because I really can't imagine that on the keyboard. Like, I'd be like pressing, well, like X or Z or something like that, but it's a good thing I'm using this on controller. So, yeah, you're seeing a lot of this, that it's basically Power Bounce and Shell Shot. Parakarry is pretty useful in this sort of case, and it's going to be a lot more useful later on until we get some other character, which will be more powerful. Parakarry is so far, well, not much, because we already beat Bazaar. So yeah, that was pretty much like a challenge down. So, yeah, I actually can't believe I actually went through that, but hey, that seemed easy, but I don't know. I don't know what to end this video with.